Welcome back, everybody, to Slay the Princess. Phoenix King Sake here, and we are back again. Last time we played it, I took like a total pacifist route, and this time around, I'm going to go full on, just go with what the narrator wants me to do, and just totally slay that princess. Let's see what we got here. You're on a path in the woods. At the end of the path is a cabin. In the basement of the cabin is a princess.
You're here to slay her.
Uh-huh.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, let's go slay that princess. Let's see. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning. Before you go any further, she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Oh, I'm totally okay with slaying evil princesses.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed to the cabin. Like, Hela from Thor Ragnarok. She was pretty evil and needed slaying.
The air is stale and
she was a princess, technically.
The floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Mm-hmm.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okie dokie. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Yep. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Does it... her voice change? The way she greets you, does it change depending on whether or not you take the knife? That seems to be what I'm seeing here, given my last two plays of this game. Okay. Just continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Yep.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yes, definitely. Okay. Let's see. Step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Slay the princess!
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
That's what the narrator told me.
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
I mean, this is all gonna get reset anyway. We know this by now.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
You tell me, narrator. Of course she did. I'm not sure. I feel like she had to trigger her sleeve. No, that was too easy. Of course she is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Oh, murder. Ah.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
I'm in the shadow realm.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
I don't know about that. That's bullshit. Let me leave. Let me out of here.
What's done is done. And there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
You've just lost all confidence with me, narrator.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur.
What have I been eating? Where have I been going to the bathroom?
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Oh, didn't you hear? There, I'm happy. We're happy. Yeah. Do you have any idea how to get back out of here? Of course we are. I like it here. How do we get out of here?
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
The
blade. We can use the blade to get out of this.
How exactly?
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out.
Oh, we're gonna unalive ourselves.
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
And
Don't
reset
you
the
dare.
timeline. What do you know? What need to get out of this. Alright, I didn't like the idea. I'm just going to stick around and do nothing at least for a little while longer. When you, kill us, wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
I don't think you want me to be happy, narrator. You better be right about this. I said if we die, I'm not risking death. Anything to get out of this now.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you.
It's not
Is this
happy!
Not a good enough reward for saving the world?
No!
An eternity of bliss? You ingrate.
There's no bliss here.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones.
Holy crap!
Although the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
This decomposed that much. How have I not starved to death?
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Okay.
The end. Nice knowing you.
What do you care? You got the ending you wanted, narrator. The world ended. I mean, the world didn't end. Okay, chapter 2. The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. You're sensitive. Wait, has this already happened? Okay, no. I kill myself. What am I doing here? I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
No, we have not.
If you remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it
Voice
again.
of the Cold.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
This is assuming telling the truth. All of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat,
Yeah, she'll
will
do anything in her
everything
power to
stop
stop
you from
me.
slaying her. She won't be a problem.
Nope. Proceed into the cabin. Okay, what's it gonna be this time? What nightmare fuel awaits me this
The
time?
interior of the cabin is cold.
Is that mirror again?
A soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago.
Huh.
And now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Okay. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell.
Once again, it's different.
Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Yeah.
The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I'll Guess we'll just have to go down and see.
Yeah. Let's see what's going
As
on.
you descend
Oh!
the final step,
Okay, she's
the
dead.
form
She's
of
still
the
dead.
princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
She a ghost?
2 deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
I think you would know a ghost when you saw one.
Ghost? Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Have you never watched the movie Ghostbusters?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I had some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
Bad touch! Bad touch! Stranger danger!
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
Okay, according to what I know from Supernatural, we gotta salt and burn the bones. You know what? I'm curious. Let's wait and see how things play out.
I see you brought that annoying knife again. So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This already happened. We killed her. I killed you. What are you not doing, not being dead? Do you know why you came back? Not playing the victim. You threatened me last time. Sorry I killed you last time. I should have done that. Do you want me to die? You want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that. It won't be hard to do it again. Sorry, is there any way I can make it up to you? Here, the people who wanted you dead tricked me, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Let's team up. What do you want from me? Knew I wind up having to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different? You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? Yeah, what can you even do to hurt me?
A boring question with an easy answer. Nothing. She's dead. Dead things can't hurt us.
That's for me to know. And for you to wonder about.
Oh
Maybe
boy.
I can't do anything to you.
See?
Or maybe I can rip your heart out.
Maybe.
Who's to say, really?
Maybe you could possess my body.
I don't know what to do or who to trust.
Let's see. You know, let's just try slay the princess.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air.
Yeah, I figured that would
No matter how
happen.
many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
You're adorable when you're confused. But I didn't say you could touch me. Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
I don't know why I'm here. I'm still waiting for that answer from this game myself. Let's see. Of course I attacked you. You're supposed to end the world. That's why I killed you last time.
So, that's where the hostility comes from. I don't know where you got that idea.
The narrator told me. Let's see. leave it at that. It's a yes, or do you want to end the world? Well, were you going to end the world? Would you end it if you could?
Well, killer, what does it mean for something to end anyway? You ended me, but I'm still right here in front of you, aren't I?
Don't get all philosophical on me.
After seeing what you've seen, how can you be sure anything ends?
I see her point. Everything here is so impermanent, always shifting. The end of one thing just leads to the start of another.
Things end, things have to end. This sentence just ended. It's a yes or no question. Do you want to end the world? It's a boring conversation anyway. Let's leave it at that. Slay the princess harder. I don't think that'll work. Okay, you have ideas. That's fine. If I can't hurt you, then there really isn't anything for me to do here. I guess I'll be going. Yeah, I don't. You've done me the last time. You want from me? Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Any thoughts?
She might be making it hard for us to kill her body, but those bones look very, very real. Maybe breaking them breaks her.
It's like what I said. Salt and burn the bones. Dean and Sam style.
Or maybe burying them would put her to rest. Don't take any piece of her outside of this cabin. Maybe you should stop looking for loopholes and try harder to actually slay her.
I don't see how that would work, dude.
But we are trying.
Smash her bones!
You push through the princess and rush the pile of bones on the floor, swinging your fist down and smashing through what remains of her ribcage. The ancient bones splinter, then crumble, reduced to dust almost instantly.
Those bones aren't me. I'm me. But you've made it obvious.
Yeah, you didn't salt and burn them, dude. Breaking them's not gonna do anything.
All I ever wanted was to leave this place. All I ever wanted was to find a way back home. Wherever home is.
Her eyes turn from wells of sorrow to pits of wrath as she stares into you.
Can't you leave now that you're non-corporeal?
I guess violence is the only language you speak.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then... Yes? Nothing happens. Are you sure about that? Something should have happened. And yet it didn't. We're fine.
Did you miss?
No.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is. The horrific splintering, the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
Uh-oh.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you don't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor.
Slay the princess, somehow.
You swing your blade towards her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking from the wound.
Wait, why'd it work this time? That doesn't make any sense.
Too late. In her hand, you realize she clutches your still
Broken heart.
It thumps unsettlingly. Did we get her? Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
See you soon, killer.
I'm afraid you'll never know. As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark. and you die.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna get reincarnated again as the timeline resets itself. Chapter 3! That's interesting. We haven't gone to Chapter 3 before. The Wraith.
You're on a path in the
Whoa!
wood, and here we go again.
This is
Off to
different.
slay her again. The deck's stacked, isn't it? We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost.
Voice of the
we
cheated.
Start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it. Come on. Let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer. Yeah. And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work.
It's the hand monster with all the hands. This is their doing.
I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be, seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them. Wouldn't
Like
that get...
Q.
I don't know. Boring? Okay, so you've already been here. Twice, even. Great.
It's more than twice.
Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess.
Narrator,
Well,
you're
we
getting on my
didn't
nerves.
Have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending.
You are a liar, narrator.
The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy?
No!
Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. It was boring.
Yeah.
It was bullshit.
Yeah.
So you killed yourself.
Yeah.
Yes. And then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real.
Nope.
Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish.
I feel like Will Riker, that episode of Star Trek when he was in that fake reality, and eventually he figured it out.
All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
Explore, why should we help you? All you're going to do is lock us away forever again.
Tell you what, I won't do that. I promise. Oh yeah, sure, that changes everything. I mean, he did promise. And you believed him.
We've killed her and been killed by her, and neither of those have gotten well for us. We're going to fall through this loop forever. Eventually, we're going to let her out. We might as well do it now. You the same we met on the other loops. You were quick to accept that we've been here before.
If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. That's a hedge, not a wager. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate. So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different. I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us.
Now there's a thought.
They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
What happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's another... No, just... You walk away from the cabin, you just end up right back at it. And try... Something else we haven't tried. We did try that. Let's try it again.
You have already committed to my completion.
What?
You cannot go further astray.
What? Let's proceed to the cabin.
You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Humpty Dumpty. Enter the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... That's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror.
Yes, there is.
What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Great. Something else has been taken away from us. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Let's pretend there's a mirror at the end of this hallway. Right now. Can't see behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. The way to the basement? Don't you mean door? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening. What are the odds she's waiting for us right behind it? If I were running a bullshit factory, it's what I'd do. Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you. Certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement. He can't see the mirror. The knife is gone, defying his expectations. Who the hell is calling the shots here? Nobody is calling the shots. That's how reality works.
It's the hand thing. The being with all the hands. Approach the mirror.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling. We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others. I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Wipe the mirror clean. Is it just going to disappear again?
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Shit. Where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle.
Uh-oh.
Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then it, she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse. And you collapse with them.
Yep, there I go. What's gonna happen now?
Met with the terrifying visage of the princess.
Whoa.
Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear. crowded with far too many long...
This is the first time I've ever seen my legs in this game.
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right.
You did?
I thought maybe you'd see what you've done and feel remorseful. Maybe try to make it up to me. But no, you'd rather use that knife to keep making the same mistake over and over and over. Even after I ripped your heart out, you still cut me. And for what? I didn't go anywhere. You didn't banish me. I'm right back here with you. A little better, a little worse. Well, maybe a lot worse.
Uh-huh.
So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
Okay.
And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
Until the timeline resets.
I say we let her do it. It's something different.
True.
Do we even have a choice? You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time. Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade? Well, unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts.
It's water in the video. No, that's not water. I never wanted to hurt you, but I don't even know how I got here. I'm a victim in all this too, you know. Let's see. That's fine. I actually came here to free you. Do you need to take my body? Can't I just open the door for you? You're one possessing me again. My will make no better than me. You don't have to be evil. Possessing me against my will make you no better than me. You don't have to be evil. No, that's fine. I actually came here to free you.
Hooray! So jiffy.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges.
Dang, look at
Her
those hips.
proportions all wrong.
They don't lie.
Limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this.
Not like this!
You don't even have a weapon. So I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up. Are you seriously trying to blame this on us? Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
Membrane of the soul.
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
Okay, will there be pancakes?
So cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support.
She's inside me.
I'd beg you to resist, but you've already surrendered your will to her, haven't you? Anything to get out of this hellhole. It's a new experience. You should try being possessed sometime. There's nothing else like it.
Okay.
Your body inches along the corridor, every step more difficult and painful than the last. Your joints stiff and unresponsive, the shattered bones of your ankle grinding ceaselessly, as if they're fragmenting, then reforming, then snapping all over again as you make your way towards the outside world.
Say them all.
But despite the anguish, it doesn't feel like the exit to the cabin is getting any closer. If anything, it's getting further away.
One of those things.
It doesn't matter how long this hallway is. I will grab the body for your faces, knees, and feathers. I will be free.
Please, just let her out.
Yes. Let me out.
You're just gonna get taken by the hand person again.
Pointless, isn't it? I can't stop her without you, and you'd already given up by the time we met. No, screw that. The hallway gets even longer.
Darn it, narrator.
The door is right there.
It really is, isn't it?
I walked to it. I placed her bloody hand on the door. I made you twist the handle.
Uh-huh.
Isn't saying all of this his job?
It's gone.
Oh, good.
He really is, isn't he? I had a feeling you could deal with him for us.
I did nothing. He dealt it himself.
What do you mean by that?
This is it then. The big moment. I just hope it's a way out.
The handle clicked as we pushed forward. The air is different here.
Oh. Witness your enemy's freedom. As you step outside the bounds of the cabin, you feel another violent tear, rendering that cuts all the way down to your soul. You are once again separated from everything that had nestled in the deep crevices of your body, from everything that isn't you.
We're us again. How interesting. We actually won, didn't we?
I don't think so. It looks like we're still in the Shadow Realm.
What is happening to me?
There's the hand person. Okay, what do you gotta say this time, hand entity? You don't answer before she's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared this is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
I would have kept them in the dark if I were you. What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. So you're the real puppet master here? Can't believe I tried to help you.
Huh? Approach the mirror. Approach the mirror. Gaze into my reflection. Reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered. Huh. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
Yeah, you're still speaking in riddles.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? Doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I just want it all to stop.
It will, in time. but you still have a ways to go before we are done. Know that I hold no malice for you.
What do you think of this vessel? How can you stand to be a contradiction? I'm still planning to kill you once we're done with this.
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
Uh-huh. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Uh-huh. Have you figured out what you want to... Have you figured out what you'll want when we've finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Uh-huh. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Okay. Destroy your body. Destroy your body! Raise your will to your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Huh. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. And now we've gone back to chapter 1 again.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Well, I'm gonna end it here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll get back to this next time and slay the princess. I'm Phoenix King Sokka. See you then.